Hello Leo, and welcome to Truth Seeker Psychic Readings, reminding you of who you really are. Now we are looking at the month of May 2021, but before we start, if you're new on the channel, please subscribe to the channel and please also hit that bell so you never miss another reading again. Now, looking at the cards that have come out today, very big things here, and I'm really quite excited for you guys, so let's get into it. So you create your own luck in life, right? And the wheel is also symbolic of the unending cyclical nature of life itself. And so you can take a risk and you can take a gamble and you can go whichever way you feel, but your choices will determine your outcome, right? Now, they need not always be the same, but if you pick a direction that suits you and you know that it feels right for you, then ultimately it will lead you to the right place because you're listening to your soul, right? Feelings, emotions they are the crux of who you are. They are connected to your higher self and your soul. So if you only just listen to your intuition, it doesn't matter which direction you take, it's going to be the right one, okay? So that is one aspect of the wheel. The other aspect is luck. Now, life is cyclical and there's a lot you can do and there's many paths you can take. As you can see from this depiction, there's a light and there's dark, and she's dwelling in the light. She holds the dice around her neck, so she knows she can take a gamble, but as long as she's backed by the light, which she is, she will go above and beyond the darkness. Okay, so it's quite a magical theme. Now for some people out there, this is going to indicate to you some sort of relationship or a person that you meet who is a little bit unstable, or perhaps they don't communicate properly. Now, if you're in a relationship already, you could experience a little bit of this, miscommunicating and perhaps not understanding each other. Somebody who is a little ungrounded, comes and goes when they pleases, doesn't really communicate what they are doing, so which creates frustration, which is what the moon energy is here. The moon is stress, the moon is worry, the moon, that's the negative side of the moon, right? That there is much more positives, which I'll get to, but that's reflecting straight off the Knight of Swords, and it's basically saying that if there's somebody in your life who is, who is not reliable, who is not showing up for you, you need not stay with that person. You can choose a different direction, like the wheel indicates here, or you can choose the direction that goes with them and sort that problem out and not dwell on it, okay? Move past it, move beyond it. Maybe there's a reason this happens, Remember that our partners and our relationships are teachers for us, and so they are mirrors as well, and they will reflect to you what it is that you need highlighted in your life. So perhaps with this one, it's patience. And it's understanding that maybe this person came from an unstable background, or maybe when they grew up as a child, that they didn't have stability in their life and they've not known it. And so now they're having to learn. And it's not your job to teach them. It's not your responsibility to show them which way is right or wrong. But through demonstrated action, you can teach them leadership, yeah? And you are the Leo, you are the leader, and so you need to demonstrate without showing that person or telling that person how to be or how to do. Okay, so that way you'll overcome the false night, the dark night, and that will not be a problem. Now, for some of you this may just reflect yourself, and it's saying that at times you may not feel to communicate, and that can cause tension around people, right? Because the moon it amplifies energy, and so it can make situations more tense than they need to be, and you're feeling strong emotions internally, which get suppressed when you get into the false night energy. And the dark Knight of Swords is also somebody who doubts themselves a little bit and is not true to themselves, and that's not you, Leo. Okay, you're strong, you're brave, you are courageous, and if you choose the direction that feels right, like I said, always come back to this during a month of May. Just do what feels right. You can't go wrong. And if you come across yourself doubting, just create awareness and be aware that that's not who you are, and you're bigger than that, you're better than that, so move on. Now, the moon in the middle, the positive aspects of the moon is that this is connected to the sign Pisces. Pisces being the most spiritual sign, the last sign of the zodiac. This is where the body prepares itself to leave. The soul prepares itself to leave the physical body, and so gets in tune with the moon, the stars, the planets, the intuition. This is the psychic ability. This is the connection to the unknown and to the unseen and to the spirit world. And you'll have that this month, Leo. Okay, it's right in the middle. So it's saying that you can feel heightened emotions. You can feel stressed and under pressure if you're not aware of your emotions and feelings. Don't suppress them. Okay, so this is a deep inner state that you're feeling. It's happening in your inner world, and you need to get all of it out. Okay, get all of it out. Express how you feel. Write about it or talk about it, and that will be a good way for you to move through and flow through these emotions. Okay, this also says if this is another person or yourself, it doesn't matter. Don't feel to react, because reacting is that animalistic part of your brain that is constantly hardwired to do exactly that, react in the same way that you have before, time in, time out. So don't react. If you feel under pressure, if you feel stressed, take a step back, walk away, detach. Remember that your emotions are your own, and other people's emotions are theirs. Okay, it's their insecurities, it's their worries, it's their fears projecting onto you. You just need to not take it personally. Step back, walk away. Okay, so don't allow the negative aspect of the moon to get the better of you. Stay composed, stay grounded. Yeah, you know, a good way to stay grounded is to imagine that you're in a forest and you're looking at the beautiful trees. Imagine that your feet start to grow roots and they just go straight into the ground and dig and hold the ground. Okay, and imagine you are part of the trees, and then when you lift your leg up and walk, the roots are removed, but they stay in the earth, so you stay grounded, and that energy is still grounding. Okay, it's one way you can ground yourself. Now, moving on with the devil in reverse. So this is Capricorn, and Capricorn can be very ambitious to the point where they become overly materialistic and forget who they are. So that's one aspect of this. And so this being luck and being money and fortune, don't allow money to make the better of you this month. Stay balanced, stay spiritual, right? Why? Because we have judgment at the end. Very spiritual card. Okay, your connection to the divine, your higher self. Yeah, the angels are calling. There's a call to action, and it's saying, listen to that call. You need to act on it, whatever it is. Trust how you feel. Listen to the signs. See the synchronicities. Hear them talk to you. Pay attention to your dreams. Okay, this is very significant. Now, the devil is also saying, if there's a person in your life that is not being who you want them to be, or at least not who you feel they should be, or if they're acting different, or if they're unstable, like I said, that can become a bad habit for you to just say, oh, it's okay. That, it's never going to change. They are who they are. That's a good thing, right? But it's not a good thing if it impacts your life and you decide to stay because you're compromising your happiness. You need to put yourself first, Leo. You need to do what's right for you. So if you're having issues with a relationship or a person and you know that it's not right, you need to tell them. And you need to also make sure that you don't just stick around just because. It needs to be your choice. You need to accept them and say, well, this is my spiritual lesson. I'm going to stay with them and I'm going to acknowledge that, but I'm not going to take it. Right? There's a difference. Okay? So don't be at the mercy. The devil is at the mercy of, slave to. This is the negative situation that's come up. So be aware of, getting caught up in structures, and be aware of getting tied down and held back by someone else. Okay, let go of your addictions, let go of your the things that hold you back. Yeah, so what will happen if you let go of the issues with this person or with yourself is that you evolve and you grow. This is the 20th card of the major arcana. It's perfectly placed, right? It goes above and beyond all of these archetypes, and it says that you reach a state of enlightenment, a sense of being connected to yourself, feeling as though you're hearing the call. So when the angels speak to you, you know that this is not right, this is not right. The negative aspects of these are not right, and you're evolving and you're growing and you're ascending in a sense, okay? So Leo, essentially the one thing I want you to take away from this month, the month of May, the reading here is that you're in control of your destiny. This is fate, but you roll the dice and you pick which direction you want to go. And I do feel as though if you're conscious about it, it doesn't matter who shows up in your life or who tries to hold you back or who stresses you out, that you can overcome all of that, okay? And you can become more connected, and you can decide to be the bigger person, let go of those habits that are holding you back, and ascend and grow. This is beautiful, okay? So you're gonna have an amazing month. An amazing, amazing month. One last thing I want to point out is that there's a lot of blue. There's a lot of blue here, okay? This is sort of greeny, but bluish in a sense. Blue is the throat chakra. It's communication. It's how we express ourselves, okay? You're very expressive, Leo, so communicate everything that you want to and pick a direction that suits you, okay? Have an amazing month. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to the channel. Please also like the video, and if you can comment in the comments below, that would be amazing. Please share the video as well with your Leo friends and others, and have a great month. I will see you all in the next reading.